6:50 a.m. It's kind of dark, or well, it's getting brighter, but my parents should be here, so I'm gonna run up northbound here to go see if they're in the parking lot. See if I can't grab a windbreaker or something. But I have 28 today. Got 2 significant uphills. Got a couple downhill, mostly downhill and flat. And just to let you know again, this is hiking northbound to the parking lot at Route 650. Anyway, yeah, it looks like they're here. Anyway, I will see y'all later. This is the bridge going over Comer's Creek, and there's the waterfall. There's the waterfall. Look at that. It's a pretty little thing. And it goes down underneath the bridge and out on the other side. It'd be a pretty good water source, I'd say. But there's the small waterfall. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on continuing. I got water, or enough of it, about 1.5 liters, I'd say. Just one more look. There it is. But yeah, no, on my way down the trail, gonna try and get that 28. The path is very easy to walk down. I've tripped a couple times because I think my muscles are just tight. I can't lift up my foot as high as I would like to, but I assume that this is a side trail. Something. Anyway, Comer's Creek Falls is that way. AT South is this way. Let's do it. I can't wait to get into Highlands. Even though I'm only going to be in it for 3 miles, which should be about an hour for me today. Should definitely be worth it. Like I said yesterday, I'd like to spend like 3 days in this park. But anyway, finally slack packing, trying to get some miles done. We only did 4 yesterday, so I'm hoping this 28 takes up for it. It'd be a 32. Yeah, it'd make up for it. Except I hate doing makeup days like this. Puts me under a lot of stress. I know I should be doing them as a sobo now, but hey, it's your own hike. Do what you think you can do. Have fun. Don't make it painful. There you go. There's the keys to finishing this hike. And planning. A lot of planning. A ton of planning. I think I've done more planning on this hike than I have anywhere else in my life. It just sometimes thinking about mileage and how many I have to get done today and where we want to stay, if there's a cool place, if there's a cool waterfall, trying to see that. It's like, it's just ridiculous. It's crazy, but planning is key. Anyway, and having all the right gear, to be honest. Anyway, I'll see y'all down the way. The falls were gorgeous. I've seen a lot of them on this trail. So you get kind of kind of used to it after a little bit. They're still pretty. I'd still like to sit there and look at them. But duty calls and you gotta get some miles done, because I don't want to be sitting out in the snow trying to hike this. Which I guarantee you it's gonna snow on me sometime. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. So this is the bridge going over Comer's Creek. There's the waterfall. Look at that. It's a pretty little thing. And it goes down underneath the bridge and out on the other side. It'd be a pretty good water source, I'd say. But there's the small waterfall. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on continuing. I got water, or enough of it, about 1.5 liters, I'd say. Oh, just one more look. There it is. But yeah, no, on my way down the trail, gonna try and get that 28. The path is very easy to walk down. I've tripped a couple times because I think my muscles are just tight. I can't lift up my foot as high as I would like to, but anyway, Comer's Creek Falls is that way. AT South is this way. Let's do it. Finally, slack packing. Trying to get some miles done. We only did 4 yesterday, so I'm hoping this 28 takes up for it. It'd be a 32. Yeah, it'd make up for it. Except I hate doing makeup days like this. Puts me under a lot of stress. I know I should be doing them as a sobo now, but hey, it's your own hike. Do what you think you can do. Have fun. Don't make it painful. There you go. There's the keys to finishing this hike. And planning. A lot of planning. A ton of planning. I think I've done more planning on this hike than I have anywhere else in my life. It just sometimes thinking about mileage and how many we have to get done today and where we want to stay, but planning is key. Anyway, and having all the right gear, to be honest. Anyway, I'll see y'all down the way. I'm headed up to the Hurricane Mountain Shelter. It's a decent climb up. It's pretty steep. But there's a trail intersection. Oh, there's a sign there. That's when it starts getting real steep. Not too bad since I'm slack packing, but enough to put me a little out of breath. But it's a very wide trail. Pretty easily, very walkable. Not too difficult, but anyway, I guess take it with a grain of salt, considering, you know, I've been walking for almost 1,700 miles. I'll almost hit 1,700 today. I think I'll be 1 mile short. But anyway, this is the view so far. I don't think we'll get one up there, but It's not much. It's a whole bunch of brown, a whole bunch of trees. 603, it's right over here, not this. It's a little chilly, I'll say that. But there's a creek right there. And there's the bridge that I'm walking over. I'd hate to fall in that or get wet today because it's a little chilly. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, VA 603 is right here. That means that I've done 8 miles in 2 hours and 11 minutes. Anyway, there's plenty of water here, I'll say that. There's quite a few cars up here. Probably a lot of weekenders and day hikers. We got a van. Anyway, got a lot more miles to go. But yeah, this is VA 603. And the trailhead there, I'm sure. Oh man, there's a big parking area down there. I guess this is the trailhead to 603, and if you wanted to go to the bathroom, there's a couple porta potties, some picnic tables, a dumpster, trash can. There is a trail that goes right alongside the road there, all the way down. So just FYI, if you wanted a break, there's some picnic tables and stuff over there. Anyway, I'm gonna keep moving on. I think this is the old Orchard Mountain shelter. I think so. That's what I think. Yeah, that seems right. There's plenty of tenting spaces. The privy is over there, the shelter's there. There's some spaces to tent over there, grassy areas. Anyway, coming up this way with the trail goes right behind the shelter. And continuing on, stopped in, wrote a little something in the logbook, which I got to get back into doing. Since Rapunzel is taking little breaks here and there from the trail and hiking sections, and slack packing me some. She used to write in the logbook a lot, because I just forget, so she'd just write something about our day. But seeing that she won't be hiking with me every single day, maybe some days here and there, but every single day I gotta start writing in a logbook. But it is weird hiking by myself now after hiking in groups for much of the early part of the trip, and then through northern Virginia, hiked in a group for most of Virginia actually, but then of course hiking with Rapunzel for like 1,300 miles. Anyway, this is how the trail is. I'm seeing little bits and pieces of what the highlands look like so far. The little grassy areas, the random rock placement like that. Anyway, seems like there's a pretty large group was at that shelter last night. I think it gets used a lot. So if you're here on a weekend, be prepared for a crowd. Anyway, I'll see y'all down the trail. This is what I like about the Grayson Highlands. We're not even there yet. There's a ton of camping spots along here. This is what I like. Look at that. Look how crazy this is. I was just in the woods, right? Just like, I mean, deep coverage. The green tunnel for real. And then something like this. Anyway, this is gorgeous. This is on the way to the scales. That's a big corral that they corralled animals, cows, ponies, horses, whatever else. But yeah, this is cool. I like it. This is why I come up here so much. It's a fun area to be in. I did some training hikes for this trail, for the AT, my through hike. I did some training hikes in the Grayson Highlands and Jefferson National Forest. But anyway, the cool part about it is it's wide open. You can see forever. The mountains are gorgeous. But yeah, no, I'll get that in a little bit. Got to go through this gate again and back into the woods. Gotta shut the gates though. There's animals that will get out. Anyway, gorgeous. I love it. I'm back into the woods. The trail pops out right over there. Comes into this place called the Scales. This is where the horse corral is, or whatever. Cows, ponies. There's some ponies. Look at that. Pretty cool. Anyway, got the registry here. It is very windy. That's like just like it normally is. A lot of places to tent through here. From the other side of the fence. I'll tell you about the experience I've had with ponies later. When we get to Wilburn Ridge, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. The trail goes right over this ridge. I'll show you the campsite that it happened at, this whole story, and how I got another trail name. Mouth is dry. Been walking through some fields and back and forth through forest. I believe those mountains right there is where the trail heads, right over the top of those. And I don't think that's Wilburn Ridge. I can't remember. I remember the ridge having 3 peaks, and I think I've already crossed it. Well, I've seen it. I haven't crossed over it, but I don't think the trail goes that way. Anyway, going south here, the trail's a little muddy, full of water, kind of rocky, a whole bunch of pony poo. Fun area though. I love it. I love this area. Great views while you're hiking. You don't get too bored because you walk down the trail for a couple miles and it'll be like what you're seeing here, and then all of a sudden you'll pop out and boom, there's a ridge. But plenty of water here. When I say plenty, there's a ton. Everywhere you look, there's water. So I don't know if I'm going to take my lunch break here, but good little stream here. But I want to see if I can get 3 miles in before noon. This is the Wise Shelter. It's in memory of Tom and Clara. Oh, dedicated, sorry. In honor of. Yes, of Tom and Clara. There is bear activity here, but pretty nice shelter. They got a sign over there. Pretty good shelter. Water source, I'd say, would be that way, or on the other side of the shelter here, probably down. You can get water before you get here too. You cross over to water sources, but the privy is this way. And I believe, oh man, after taking that lunch break, my legs. I believe the, yeah. Trail goes this way. Oh wow, they got two privies here. Look at that. One over there and one right there. Anyway, yes, Wilburn Ridge. I was correct. Yes, that is the ridge up there. We will walk across it. I think I'm now, I'm officially in Grayson Highlands. The ponies are cute, and they will kick and they will bite you. And sometimes when they're really hungry, they will get very close to you as well. And I've had some occasions and happenings with ponies before in this park, and I will tell you that when we get up there. I will see y'all down the trail and on to Wilburn Ridge. A little bit on the AT Spur Trail that leads down to Massey Gap, which is a parking lot down in the Grayson Highlands. But look at this. It's so cool. I love it. I've hiked this spur trail and the AT in Grayson Highlands like 7 times. So I am very familiar of where I am right now. But anyway, you know, the AT goes this way. The backpackers lot is like 0.7 down the hill there, but this is the AT, and oh my gosh, I love hiking through here. It's really awesome because you get views like this. I will be hiking over both of those mounds. We get a very wide shot here, though. There's a lot of open space, not a whole lot of trees, which is awesome. You can see when we get to the top, we can see over the top of everything. It's really awesome. Anyway, I will see y'all later down the trail. All right, y'all. So I don't know if you can see them, but in between those two evergreen trees there are 2 ponies there. On the side of this mountain here, I've spotted 5 ponies. 2 of them might be horses. There is a horse trail that runs right along there, the Virginia Highland Horse Trail. Let's see. There's the butt of one. There's a person over there as well. But there's a lot of people visiting the top of those rocks up there, which I have never been to. Because most of my trips in this area have been going right along what we're walking on right now. This is the horse trail. That also goes down to the parking lot, backpackers parking lot. But look at that view. This is why I love it. I get nowhere in this park because I just want to turn around and look at all these views, and I really hope that I can come back many times. But the AT, I am 100% positive it goes over both of those little knobs on the top of that mountain. Anyway, lots of people out here today. If you come on a weekend like I am now, you are gonna see a ton of people. But I gotta get moving and rolling. I've done 17 so far, which means I have about 10 left, just over 10 left. But somewhere along here, Rapunzel and my parents should be hiking. They were going to hike the AT in the Grayson Highlands. I don't see them. They're probably somewhere up along the trail. Anyway, I love it here, as you already have realized, and oh gosh, it's so beautiful. I want to come back every single day. There's views everywhere when you get to the top of peaks like that. When we get in the middle of this, well, this is Massey Gap here, but when we get in the middle, the trail goes right along this open grassy field here. Normally there's ponies will poke out of the trees along the trail here. It's happened to me a couple of times, and they'll follow you. I had one follow me for about a fourth of a mile or so. Yeah, I will let y'all go. And up to the top of that is probably where I will see y'all next. Alright, y'all. See ya. I told you I'm walking along, and here goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh goodness, I don't know, 5 maybe. Oh, there's a baby there too. Y'all, can I pass? Like, I'd really not like to walk right behind you. There's 5 of you. Goodness. Nope, nothing. Alright, well, I told you, I'm walking along. There's a ton of them here. They can move fast too. Look at you hiding up in the trees there, with your white body and brown behind. Oh goodness. Are y'all gonna let me pass, huh? Can I walk? I'd really love to continue my hike here. Hey now. One of you disturbed my tent while I was tenting here one time. Anyway, I'll tell you that story when I get to that campsite. Anyway, I will figure out a way to hike around them. Alright, y'all. Pony craziness here. Headed up. We're almost at the Fat Man Squeeze. This is the first time that we've been above 5,000 feet since New Hampshire. So it's been a very long time since we've been up this far in altitude, and boy is it windy. I've never not been here and had a calm day. It has always been windy when I've been up here. But Fat Man Squeeze in a half a mile should be pretty interesting. Also, got a couple ridge tops to go over. I'm not to the tallest point yet on this Wilburn Ridge, but let's take a look at this. I hiked right past the mountain you see right in the middle of your screen. Hiked all the way through there, through the grassy field, and up this thing. You can see so many mountains. Virginia, you really a pretty mountain state. You really do suck on the emotional side. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous state, but emotionally, you put people through everything. And then you give them a show right at the end. This park. Damascus is 30 miles away, something like that. Oh, and it's a treat. Anyway, I will see y'all later. This is the Fat Man Squeeze right through here. That is it. This is a cool area. You might have to take your pack off maybe once. I don't know. Maybe not if you squeeze. You got... That is it. That is a Fat Man Squeeze. There was a geocache down there in that hole at one point in time. But anyway, yep, that is it right there. That is a Fat Man Squeeze. This is pretty cool. I like going through it. It's harder if you have a pack on. I got a slack pack on today, so it was quite a bit easier to go through. I don't know what to say. You just got to come out here to this park and experience it, because it's pretty awesome. If you can see them, they're barely taller than the grass. But you can probably get a better look at them right here. Ooh, it is windy. Right in the middle of your screen. There's another pony. Another one. They're everywhere. There's two of them actually. Right over there. They figured it out. You're supposed to keep your distance. Anyway, the trail goes along the top of this. You get to see some wonderful views out that way. I'm not sure where the trail goes from here because I have not hiked past that, other than that mountain right in the middle of your screen. That is White Top, I'm pretty sure. Got 8 miles to go till the top of that. It is 1:13 think I can do it in about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Maybe a little bit faster, I don't know. Depends on how many times I stop to tell stories. But anyway, on top of this ridge here is where I got the name Hawkeye. Not on the top of that rock pile, but the one right behind it. I know I'm telling this story a little premature here, but I'm probably going to forget about it. I was up on the top of this rock ridge here with a friend. He had organized a group to go hiking. My dad, my brother, and I went on it. My dad and my brother had to go down to Damascus to get new shoes for my bro. Tore his all apart. And me and a family friend was standing up here, and this is the only place that they had, or he had cell phone service. I look over that way. You can see once you get up to the top and the trail kind of turns, you can see the other peak behind that I've already gone over. You can see that, and I spotted my brother and my dad from up here, and the family friend turns to me and says, "Hey, you got some pretty good vision there. Vision of a hawk." And it stuck. Now, on trail, of course, people have said, "Oh, right, from MASH, correct?" I'm like, well, I did go into the medical field, so MASH does kind of fit as well into this, with radar being, or Hawkeye being the doctor and whatnot. But anyway, I'm fine with that too, and I will see y'all later. This was the campsite that it happened at. This one right here. My tent was right over there. My brother was strung up right in between those trees with his hammock. My parents were back there. Anyway, I'm gonna walk and talk and do this, but let's say this is what happened. Alright, a pony walked up to my tent at 2 a.m. and I guess he smelled something in my pack, because he decided to stick his nose into the vestibule area and start dragging my pack out. And it woke me up. It was 2 a.m. It had started to snow. I look underneath the vestibule area. I'm like freaking out. I think it's, a bear or something. And I look underneath the vestibule area and I don't see anything. Didn't have my headlamp. And it does it again. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And the pony almost bit my ear. And at that point I said, oh, nope, I'm done. Forget this. So I stuck my hand out, felt his nose, kind of gave him a little love tap on the nose, and he ran off. My brother later told me, dude, your tent was surrounded by 3 of them. 3 of them, they were just chilling right around your tent there. But anyway, that is the story about that campsite. And I do love Grayson Highlands a lot. Those ponies, man, they'll get into anything when they're hungry. And I didn't have anything in my bag either. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Mount Rogers is up here in a 1.5 miles. I'm not going to the top. I don't have time. I've already been to the top, but it's wooded, covered. not much to see up there, but if you want to go to the top of Virginia, you can. Anyway, I'll see y'all down the trail. Alright y'all, I'm at the Thomas Knob shelter. Took a fairly long break here actually. Water is that way on a side trail, and the privy is just down the trail a little bit over there. But at this shelter, it's a double-deckered shelter, and I'm gonna walk and talk. I gotta get going. Got 6.5 to go, but I met some day hikers in the shelter. I ducked in there to eat and get warm. Yep, there's a privy back there. But yeah, no, they're from Charlotte, and actually one of them went to a rival high school of mine. Anyhow, really cool people. Got to talking with them, and always good to meet people, especially when I'm getting closer to home and I'm actually seeing people, you know, that are from the same area. But look at this. Look at these mountains. This is a gorgeous view. But anyway, I think gotta make it to the top of that mountain over there, and I am freezing. I don't know why. Anyway, gotta keep going. Got 6.5 to go, and I will see y'all later. Got 2.8 to the top of White Top. It's 3 o'clock. Almost to Elk Garden, VA 600. But that is White Top there. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's White Top. And we have a meadow here, about a half mile. It is super windy in this meadow. From last time I was here, it was ridiculous, but I like this meadow. It is very gorgeous. It's very beautiful. I guess you could tent in here. Someone made a big fire over there, but I'll stop to give it justice. But anyway, this is the trail. I love walking through the meadows in the Grayson Highlands because it's really doggone easy. On it there in the middle of your screen is Mount Rogers. No, maybe not. I can't tell from the backside of this. Earlier, I should have videoed and showed Mount Rogers, because you could definitely tell what it was. But it's just a mound with a whole bunch of trees on the top. Anyway, I don't know if it's gonna rain tonight. It kind of looks like it's going to. It's getting kind of cloudy. But there is a very nice bench over here that you can look out and see that. It's really cool. I sat on that last time I was here. Anyway, when I get down to the road, got 2.3 to the top of White Top. It's pretty gradual. It's only about, I think, 600 feet of elevation change from the road to the top. It's not too bad. But anyway, I'll definitely enjoy the sights here for a little bit longer. Alright, y'all. Parking lot down there. And I will see you at the top of this thing.